Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. Glad to have you along with us on this first broadcast of the season as we're here in Ainsworth, where the Mustangs are getting ready to take on the Ainsworth Bulldogs. 18 minutes to the opening tip, should be right at 1:30 Mountain Time as we get this girls varsity action underway. Thanks very much for joining us. Glad to have you along with us. Just under 18 minutes left to the opening tip, so get yourself settled in, get ready to go for some great varsity girls basketball action between Gordon-Rushville and Ainsworth. Well, thanks very much for joining us today. Just under 14 minutes to go until the opening tip. Let's take a look at our fine sponsors for today's action, making it possible for us to travel to Ainsworth today and bring you this wonderful basketball action. Essence provides beautiful, fresh green wreaths and poinsettias for the holidays. They have other holiday decor selections as well, and they have a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including Kringle candles, and as you would guess, they have Christmas scents in those Christmas candles available now. That's Essence at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. The First National Bank, proudly celebrating 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or give them a call at 308-282-0050. Share Real Estate. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Share of Share Real Estate. Give her a call today at 282-1516 or stop by at 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Strong Insurance is family owned since 1932, and they are your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And Gordon True Value. Buck and the gang at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. They have everything you need to get your home and yard ready for winter, as well as a wide assortment of Christmas decorations. That's True Value in downtown Gordon. And Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance, and be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. And Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. And, of course, our video sponsors for today, Sides in Milburn Ford, Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm in Gordon. Very glad to have those sponsors with us. Just under 11 and a half minutes to the opening tip. We'll step aside for a word from some of our video sponsors. Thanks for joining us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014.
Hi, Jordan Molesky, Marketing Manager for Mower Conditioners here at New Holland. For years, operators have been dancing around necessary blade changes, particularly when they get to the end of the field cuts. A damaged blade leaves streaks and a poor quality cut. So today, we're going to teach you a new 3-step to quick blade changes to maximize your cutting quality. A unique feature of the Quick Max blade change system is that discs are positioned at 45-degree angles to the cutter bar, rotating the discs into a common orientation, allowing me to easily change this knife and this knife without rotating the cutter bar. Unlike competitive systems available on the market, all the blades on this machine can be changed with just one cutter bar rotation. Quick Max is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, insert the tool and then pry down. Step 2, remove the blade, flip it to a fresh cutting edge, reinsert the blade, and then step 3, remove the tool. It's just that easy. Let's take a moment to talk about how Quick Max works. The Quick Max system utilizes the special spring steel retainer, an exclusive patented New Holland blade bolt design that's elliptical for excellent blade retention. The Quick Max system is available on our center pivot, Discbind 313 and 316 model disc mower conditioners, as well as our Durabind 416 and 419 self-propelled speed rower disc headers. The new Quick Max system works with knives you already have. No special knives are required. The Quick Max system works with any available blades for your New Holland Discbind 313, 316, as well as Durabind disc heads for speed rowers, so that your special tool is always handy. It stores conveniently on the side of the head and both self-propelled windrowers and center pivot Discbind disc mower conditioners. There is a retrofit kit available for all machines equipped with the Momax 2 disc cutter bar. The kit is available for your New Holland dealer to upgrade prior production models to be outfitted with the Quick Max system. Visit your local New Holland dealer today to find out more about Quick Max for your mower conditioner.
Eight minutes left to go before the opening tip of today's basketball action between the Ainsworth Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's take another quick rundown of today's sponsors. Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon. Barb Share Real Estate. Strong Insurance. Gordon True Value. Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance. Grocery Mart of Gordon, Sides and Milburn Ford of Rushville, Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm Equipment.
Tim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
Six and a half minutes to the opening tip. Hold tight with us. We're going to mute the microphone for just a minute. We'll get some starters for today's action and be back with you in just a minute. Thanks again for joining us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. Let's take a look at the starters for today's game. First, for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, their starters, number one, Sarah Aarons. We got to check some pronunciations before we get going here. Let's do that. Let's take just a minute. 4 minutes left to go before the opening tip. We're going to make sure we know how to pronounce everybody's name, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, apologize for the delay there. Now let's take a look at the starters, and we'll make sure we pronounce them the right way. Starting for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, number 1, Sarah Ahrens. She is a 5'3" senior. Number 3 is Ellie Carr. She is a 5'7" senior. Number 5, Lydia Allen, is a 5'7" senior. Number 10, Laura Peters, a 5'5" senior. And number 30 is Haley McBride, and she is a 6'3" senior. And so a very experienced and all-senior group for the Ainsworth Bulldogs that'll take the floor today. And for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, starting today, number 11, Haley Saar. She is a 5'7" senior. Number 12 is Denny Jacobson, a 5'9" senior. Number 13, Josie Perez, the 5'7" sophomore. Number 21, Ashton Sassy, is a 5'8" junior. And number 22 is Carly Hinn. She is a 5'11" sophomore. Those are the starting lineups. Just a little bit more than 2 minutes left to go before the opening tip. Thanks for joining us here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides and Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides and Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game. And when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. So we are just about ready to get things underway here from Ainsworth. Thanks very much for joining us. We are just about ready for the national anthem and the introductions of the starting lineups. I'm very glad to have camera woman Gracie Perez with us here today doing our technical work for us up here. We've got a really great partnership between the basketball teams and us, where they run the camera for us and we provide them with video footage for their purposes. And so it works out great for both parties, and really glad to have that super partnership. Apologize for not being able to bring you the national anthem, as they did play a copyrighted version, and that causes pop-ups to come up on your page there, and we certainly don't want that. Trying to make sure we have all of our technical things working here as we go, and hopefully Hopefully everybody's got sound.
Number 21, 5'7" junior Ashton Sassy. Number 22, 5'11" sophomore Carly Henn. The Lady Mustangs are coached by Randy Gilbert, assisted by Angela Anderson.
So those are the starters for the Mustangs. Again, number 11, Haley Saar. Number 12, Denny Jacobson. Number 13, Josie Perez. Number 21, Ashton Sassy. And number 2, Carly Henn. And the Bulldogs will run through those again as we go.
Number 3, 5'7" senior Ellie Carr. Number 5, 5'7" senior Lydia Allen. Number 10, 5'5"
Why not?
senior Laura Peters. And number 30, a 6'3" senior Haley McBride. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Jeff Carr, assisted by Brian Williams and Katie Painter.
Hello? Hello? What? What? Well, you're not on the feed then, because we're streaming. We're streaming Gordon-Rushville basketball at Ainsworth. Okay, bye. If you push the button, yes. Yeah, you're good. Yep. All right. Dealing with technical issues. We hope that everybody has sound. Trying to make sure that that's coming through at home, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be. We just try to make sure. So, opening tip-off, won by Ainsworth, and they'll set it up on offense. Carr sets it up for the Bulldogs. Over to Aarons. Cross court to Peters. Peters shot up and good for 3. And Ainsworth starts the day off in a big way. They lead it 3-0. Ashton Sassy working against Aarons. Picks up her dribble and goes to Denny Jacobson. She works down to the baseline. Pull-up jumper. Misses everything. Rebound Carly Henn. Her shot too hard. Won't go. Rebound by the Bulldogs. They work quickly up the floor in transition. Shot up and put in. That is Lydia Allen. You got to remember that we need to be keeping score as we go along here as Haley Saar sets it up for the Mustangs in the offensive zone. Cross court to Sassy. Sassy down on the baseline for Jacobson. Jacobson, now she'll dribble it up to the wing. Almost traveled, and she did. Slid that pivot foot, and a turnover by the Mustangs. Ainsworth takes over with 6:59 to go in the first quarter. Ainsworth leads it 5-0 early on here. Skip pass all the way across, barely gathered up. And now stolen away by Haley Saar, now grabbed by Josie Perez, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. That'll be Ellie Carr, and that'll be her first. So Ashton Sassy sets it up. Sassy comes off a big pick by Carly Henn there. It's tipped out of bounds. Mustangs maintain possession. Mustangs in a 5-0 hole early on here. 6:40 to go first quarter. They'll get it in to Josie Perez. Slap back, luckily, to Haley Saar. Drives to the free throw line. Into the paint. Now she's hung up. Gets it back outside to Perez. Perez on the wing for Henn. Inside for Perez. Turn around, and she traveled, trying to get herself squared up to the basket. One too many steps, and another Mustang turnover. 6:20 to go first quarter. 5-0 Ainsworth. Now the Mustangs working this 2-3 zone. Shot from the corner, and that's another three-pointer. That one's good. That's Laura Peters for 3. Makes it an 8-0 game. And we got a foul on the floor. They're going to call that one on Carly Henn, an offensive foul, and that's Carly's first of the game. 6:02 to go in the first quarter. So Carr sets it up, gets it to Aarons. On the wing, she'll dribble. Swings it over to Carr, and we got another foul. Was looking at something else, didn't see the call. I apologize. The result is a turnover, and the Mustangs with the basketball, under 6 to go in the first quarter. Kenna Campbell in the game now for the Mustangs. Kenna finds Carly Hinn. She drives into the paint, nearly traveled. She'll get it back out to Campbell. Campbell on the wing for Perez. Pull-up jumper for Perez, off the front of the rim, no good. And away comes Ahrens with it. She gets it ahead. That layup won't go. And Kenna Campbell can't handle the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Ainsworth basketball. 5:26 to go first quarter, and an 8-0 Ainsworth Bulldog lead. Mustangs yet to get on the board here in the first quarter. They swing it around. Now they go inside. That is Carr. Carr up, and the shot is good. They're going to say no shot. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. They're going to say that's on Carly Hinn, and that'll be her second. So 2 quick first quarter fouls for Carly Hinn. They work it inside. That's McBride. Her shot up. That won't go. And pulled down by Campbell. Now she'll pull it back. Stops at the three-point line. Right wing for Haley Saar. Three-pointer in and out. No good. But Kenna Campbell is there. Her putback. That won't go. Carly Hinn with the rebound. She can't get that to go. And finally, we've got a foul on the floor on Ainsworth. That's going to be the first foul on Haley McBride. Now Keely Campbell comes into the game. She's going to take the place of Carly Hinn as she'll head to the bench with 2 fouls. Into the game comes Logan Clark and Michaela Weiss for Ainsworth. Saar gets it into Kenna Campbell. Saar on the baseline. They go inside for Keely Campbell. Gets a hold of the pass. We're going to get a foul. That is going to be against Michaela Weiss, and that'll be her first. 4:55 to go first quarter, and an 8-0 Bulldog lead. Haley Saar triggers it in for the Mustangs. Gets it into Kenna Campbell just inside the three-point line. That's good. Kenna Campbell gets the Mustangs on the board with a 2-pointer. It's 8-2 with 4:45 to go in the first. Long three-pointer on the way that time, and she is fouled. We're going to have 3 free throws coming. They're going to call that on Haley Saar, and that will send Ellie Carr to the line, and she'll have 3 free throws. 4:39 to go in the first quarter. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw is also good. That gives Carr 5 on the night, or on the afternoon. So trying to make sure that everything is working here. It's now 10-2, 4:30 to go. So a 10-2 Bulldog lead, and Ainsworth with the ball out of bounds, and that's Ellie Carr to inbound the ball. Gets it in to Fletcher. Tipped away. And Sarah Adams picks it up, gets it back to Carr. She'll bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Peters. Her shot up and good. 2 more for Laura Peters, gives her 5, and it's now 12-2. Haley Saar is going to be called for a travel, as we're under 4 minutes at 3:57 left to go in the first quarter. And And that's a long pass, but Carr gathers it back in. Now they go cross court, into the paint, and up. The shot, no good. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell. And that was Lydia Allen on the shot. Mustangs need to try and find some offense here. 3:30 left to go, first quarter. Kenna Campbell triggers it for the Mustangs. Drives, kicks it out to Jacobson. Looks inside. Now Jacobson drives baseline, puts it up, misses everything, and rebounded. Now we're going to have a tie-up on the floor as a battle down there between several Mustangs and Bulldogs. It's going to stay with the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs on the alternating possession. 3:22 to go in the first. Haley Saar having trouble getting it in and just barely beats the 5-second call as Denny Jacobson is going to be fouled. Right up against the 5-second call that time. Able to get it in. And we got a foul on the floor on Ainsworth. And that is on Michaela Weiss, and that is her second. Check that. That's Fletcher's first. Kenna Campbell picks up her dribble. Now she gets to Keely Campbell. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. That won't go. Rebounded by Jacobson. Shot off glass and in. Put back by Denny Jacobson. Two more for the Mustangs. Makes it 12-4 with 3 minutes to go in the first. Now let's swing it around. Does the Bulldogs drive in and misses everything. And tossed back out, gathered up by Keely Campbell. Kenna Campbell with it, bringing it up in a hurry. Drives in to the free throw line. Kicks it out for Saar. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, no good. And rebounded by Laura Peters. Peters up the floor, gets it ahead. Shot up, no good, but that'll be a foul, and that'll be the second on Haley Saar. Logan Clark on the shot that time, and she'll have 2 free throws. Clark's first free throw off the back of the rim, and no good. So Aaron's now back into the game. She'll take the place of Carr. And Perez comes in, and she'll take the place of Haley Saar, who now has 2 fouls. She'll head to the bench. And the second free throw is good. There's a shot, but missed everything. But right there is Denny Jacobson with the putback. 2 more for Denny. She's got 4 on the afternoon. Makes it 13-6 with 2:09 left to go. And just got confirmation that everything is working. Always a little bit paranoid with the technology as it is, and like to make sure that we do this and that everything is coming through. Another foul on the Mustangs. This one's going to go against Kenna Campbell. That will be her first. And it puts Lydia Allen at the line. First one is no good. So 2:03 to go in a 13-6 ball game. Ainsworth with a 7-point lead. Second one no good and tipped out of bounds. I think that was Peters who got a hand on it. Check that. They're going to say it went off of the Mustangs, and they're going to give it back to Ainsworth with 2:02 to go first quarter. They get it in. Nice inbounds play that time as Logan Clark takes the inbounds and puts it in. 15-6 now as we're under 2 minutes to go in the first. Perez working. Drives down the lane. Shot off glass. That won't go. And rebounded by Allen. Allen brings it up the floor. Now she'll pull it back. Crosses over. She's going to leave it out there for Peters. Peters driving towards the basket. She's there, and they're going to get Denny Jacobson, I'm afraid, on the foul here. They will give it to Denny, and that is her first. And that is 6 team fouls on the Mustangs already. 5 team fouls for the Bulldogs. So fouls for both sides adding up in a hurry. And certainly Ainsworth a lot more depth to work with than what the Mustangs do here. Could become a factor as we go through this game. That one slapped away by, I think it was Ashton Sassy as it went by. That's off Ainsworth and out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Mustangs with the basketball, 1:28 to go, and they trail 15-6 in the first quarter. Perez on the wing, goes inside for Keely Campbell. Her shot up, nothing but net for Keely Campbell that time. Her first points of the afternoon, and it's 15-8. Lead has been cut back to 7. That shot misses everything, but the putback is good by Haley McBride, her first 2 of the afternoon. And with 1 minute left to go first quarter, it's a 17-8 ball game. Kenna Campbell for 3, nothing but net for Kenna Campbell. 3-pointer, those add up in a hurry. It's 17-11, and the Ainsworth coach doesn't like that at all. 52 seconds left to go first quarter, and it's Ainsworth 17 and Gordon-Rushville 11. Essence in downtown Gordon provides beautiful, fresh green wreaths and poinsettias for the holidays. They also have other holiday decor selections. They also have fine wines and lots of gift items, including Christmas-scented Kringle candles. Stop in at Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. So ready to finish up this first quarter. 52.3 seconds left in the quarter. And the Mustangs down by 6. They trail at 17-11. Allen works on the wing. Kicks it back up to Carr. Carr across. Aaron's back down to Allen. Pull-up jumper, that won't go. Wrestling match underneath. Won by Ainsworth. That shot up and no good. Pulled down by Allen. They'll kick it out to Carr. Carr drives in. Kicks it back out for Allen. Shot up and good. Nice ball movement that time by the Ainsworth Bulldogs, and they get the good shot from the baseline by Lydia Allen. 2 more makes it 19-11. We're under 20 seconds to go. Free throw line for Keely Campbell, and lucky she didn't get called for traveling. You had to call something there, and they're going to get a foul, and that is going to be the second on Haley McBride. 6th team foul for Ainsworth. Both teams are now in the 1-and-1 bonus. They get it into Jacobson. Good defense that time by McBride as she defeats Jacobson. Aaron's shot won't go. And rebounded as we're going to run out of time. A scramble on the floor. And the first quarter ends 19-11 in favor of the Ainsworth Bulldogs. We head to the second quarter here in Ainsworth.
This is my 2012 Ford Focus from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I bought this car for short trips around the area and thought that I was getting an inexpensive disposable car. What I got was a roomy, comfortable, well-built car that gets outstanding fuel economy. It's great for going to Lincoln for a Husker game. I consistently get above 35 miles per gallon, and it comes in a package that is surprisingly comfy and fun to drive. You can test drive a Ford Focus at your Sheridan County Ford dealer. Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
So apologize for the confusion on the phantom technical difficulties. I'm not getting any sound coming back through the headsets, but as long as it's coming through on your end, that's what we are really concerned about. And so as long as that's working, we're happy. Glad to be back ready for second quarter action as the Mustangs trail by 8 to get this second quarter underway. They trail at 19-11. Now the Mustangs come out of the quarter break, and they've switched it to a 1-3-1 zone. It befuddles the Ainsworth Bulldogs, and the Mustangs are going to get a turnover out of it. Tipped out of bounds, and Ainsworth going to call a timeout and try to regroup. The Bulldogs used this 1-3-1 zone last night over in Sheridan, and they used it to great effect. They started out in the 2-3, and when they switched to the 1-3-1, things really started to happen for the Mustangs, and they fought hard for 3 quarters. They were tied at the end of 3, and then Sheridan able to pull away in the fourth quarter for the win. But this 1-3-1 zone, they play it extremely well. The only drawback is that it is extremely it takes an awful lot of energy to run this 1-3-1 zone. And so we'll have to watch that as we go forward in the game for the Mustangs if they stay in that zone. Mustangs with the ball out of bounds. 7:47 to go second quarter, and they trail by 8, 19-11. Saar gets it into Sassy. Back down low for Perez. Pull-up jumper from the baseline. That one's off, no good. Hinn is there, but she can't gather up the rebound. It's pulled down by Allen, and she gets it to Carr. She brings it ahead. Down in the corner for Peters. Peters back to Carr. Dribbles in, skips it across. Tipped away by Ashton Sassy. She's got Haley Saar ahead. Haley Saar, layup, good. First points of the night for Haley Saar. Back within 6 at 7:20 to go, second quarter. That one off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. That'll be Mustang basketball with 7:15 to go. A little bit of full court pressure this time by Peters. Picks up Saar, three-quarter court. Haley Saar brings it up the floor. Man-to-man defense now as that one's tipped away from Carly Hinn. And that is Lydia Allen bringing it up the floor. Free throw line, kicks it out. Now they'll kick it back up top. That's Carr, drives into the lane. Little runner in the lane. She got it to go. Two more for Ellie Carr. And she's got 7. 6:45 to go, 21-13 Ainsworth. Ashton Sassy pull-up jumper, nails it from the elbow. Ashton Sassy with 2 more. 21-15. Three-pointer on the way. That one's off. Scramble for it underneath. Carly Hinn comes down with it. Now she's being frustrated. She gets it out, and now we're going to call a foul. After all of the action was over, now we've got a foul called on Ainsworth. They're going to call that on Michaela Weiss, and that is her 3rd. 3 fouls now for Weiss, as Ahrens will come into the game, and she'll replace Lydia Allen. Weiss stays, but Allen takes the seat. Carly Hinn at the line. First free throw, that one won't go. They get it ahead. That's Ahrens. Drives baseline. She's cut off. Gets it back up top for Carr. Carr at the free throw line. They'll kick it out on the wing. Good head fake that time by Peters. Pull-up jumper in and out. No good. Rebounded by Denny Jacobson. Mustangs want to run. Ashton Sassy has that one poked away as Peters came up behind her and poked it away. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell comes in. Ashton Sassy out with 6:02 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs trail by 6 at 21-15. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus as they get it into Josie Perez. Perez, free throw line, jumper, front of the rim, no good, and pulled down by Ahrens. Ahrens to Carr on the wing. Skip pass across for Peters. Up top for Carr. Dribbles into the lane. 2 steps. And in. 2 more for Ellie Carr. 5:37 to go, 23-15. The lead is 8 for Ainsworth. They go in the lane for Haley Saar. Her shot up, no, but she'll get 2 free throws as we got a foul in the act of shooting. They're going to call that one on Weiss, and that is her 4th. That is four first half fouls on Michaela Weiss. Saar's first free throw, no good. So Weiss will take a seat. And into the game comes Logan Clark. Second free throw on the way. That one is good. Haley Saar has 3 on the afternoon. 5:29 to go, 23-16. Carr sets it up. Ahrens on the wing. Skip pass across for Peters. They go to the baseline, knocked away, but they'll get it back. Now they pull it out. Carr drives in, kicks it out for Peters. Three-pointer on the way, and good. Laura Peters has 8, a pair of three-pointers on the afternoon. And with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's a 10-point Ainsworth lead at 26-16. They try to get it into Carly Hinn, tipped away. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Tried to get that entry pass in and couldn't make connections. Carly comes out. Keely Campbell back in for the Mustangs. Baseline for Kenna Campbell. Turns around, fires. That's off, no good. And Logan Clark with the rebound. Carr up the floor. Now she'll drive to the right wing and pull it back out. Skip pass across for Peters. Head fake, puts it on the floor. Drive, puts it up for Clark. That shot won't go. And I think Denny Jacobson picked up her second foul, and she did. That's 2 on Denny. And 2 shots now coming for Logan Clark. First one's off, no good. So Peters out to take a little bit of a rest, and Allen back in for Ainsworth. And the second one is good for Logan Clark. 27-16, 11 points is the biggest lead of the day for Ainsworth. They go inside for Haley Sarr. She's bumped on the shot, no call, out of bounds. Ainsworth basketball. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Carr sets it up on the left wing. Allen inside for Carr. We're going to get a push on Haley Sarr, and that's her third foul. So fouls mounting up for both teams, but Mustangs with a lot less depth to work with, as now Haley Sarr heads to the bench and Ashton Sassy comes into the game. And actually for Ainsworth, only the one player with 4 fouls. Next closest is with 2, so Ainsworth spread them around. Not a lot to worry about other than the one player. Is that shot off the side of the backboard by Kenna Campbell and rebounded by Ainsworth. Carr brings it up the floor, drives into the lane, scoops to Clark. Nice pass, wrap-around pass that time. And Logan Clark has 2 more. She's come off the bench and supplied some offense for the Bulldogs. Ashton Sassy all the way in and out, no good. And rebound, we're going to get Keely Campbell for a foul. And on 1-on-1 opportunity at the other end with 3:47 left to go in the first half. That puts Sierra Evans at the line with the 1-on-1 opportunity. Misses everything. It'll be Mustang basketball. (29-16). That lead has grown to 13 for Ainsworth. They get the pass into Jacobson. She tries to go up with it, and it's knocked away. Stolen away by Ashton Sassy. Tries to feed it to Perez down low. That's stolen back by Aarons, and she just double dribbled with it, and they make the call. 3:26 to go. Mustangs have the basketball, but they're down by 13 late in the second quarter. Sassy sets it up, works against Aarons, and they're going to call, I think, a moving pick on Denny Jacobson. They do. That's Jacobson's third, and so Sarr, Jacobson each with 3, Carly Hinn with 2. So Mustangs into foul trouble in the first half. Peters on the wing, skips it across to Carr. Carr down on the baseline for Allen. Thought about working it inside, then instead kicks it across. Up top for Carr. Carr to Allen, drives baseline. Kicks it around. Shot up and in for Haley McBride. She's got 2 more. 31-16. This one getting away from the Mustangs in a hurry here late in the second quarter. They get it in on the pick and roll to Denny Jacobson, blocked by McBride that time. So Jacobson having a hard afternoon dealing with McBride. 3-pointer on the way from Carr. That's off the front of the rim, but the Bulldogs pull down the long rebound. McBride's shot won't go, and Keely Campbell dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ainsworth. 2:29 to go second quarter. 31-16 is the score. McBride, nobody to pass it to, so she puts it up herself. That's going to be pulled down by Denny Jacobson. Ill-advised pass somehow. Kenna Campbell came up with it. They still end up turning it over. Lydia Allen back the other way, drives into the lane. Kick it out for Peters. 3-pointer on the way. And Peters nails that one, rattles it home. That's her third three-pointer of the afternoon. She's got 11. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. 34-16. Mustangs down big here in the first half. Ashton Sassy, nobody there, pulls up from the elbow and puts that one home. Made that look easy. Ashton's got 4 on the afternoon. Carr sets it up. Peters left wing. Skip pass across. I think that's Carr with the shot. That won't go. And pulled down by Kenna Campbell. She gets it ahead to Ashton Sassy. One on end. Pull up jumper. That one won't go. Tipped out of bounds. Stays with the Mustangs. Ashton Sassy trying to press the issue. Pull up jumper with a hand in her face. Couldn't knock it down. Mustangs get ready to inbound it, as now Ariana Fletcher comes in and she'll replace McBride for a short period of time here. As now Keely Campbell comes out and Carly Hinn back in. And Carly playing with 2 fouls, so really try to keep her out of foul trouble this last minute and a half. We're going to have a foul on Carr. That'll send Carly Hinn to the line to shoot 1-1. And Ellie Carr now has 2 fouls. Carly Hinn yet to get on the scoreboard here this afternoon. First free throw, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Peters. 1:22 to go. Carr sets it up. Peters on the wing. She traveled with it, no call. Aarons in the corner for Allen. Skip pass across to Peters. Good ball movement here by Ainsworth. Lydia Carr into the lane, and they're going to give her the shot, and she's going to have a free throw coming. Didn't see who they called it on. Got to wait for the scoreboard operator here. They're going to give that to Kenna Campbell, and that is her second foul. I think I called her Lydia Carr. It's Ellie Carr. And the free throw is good, 37-18. 19-point lead now for Ainsworth. They go over the top trying to get it in for Carly Hinn, and it's taken away. That's Carr. On the wing for Peters. That one missed it all. Try to get it ahead, and we're going to have a foul. I believe that's Allen that's going to be called for the reach. It is. And that is just her first. So Denny Jacobson in the 2-shot bonus. And Denny misses the first as Ellie Carr comes out. And Denny missed them both. Pulled down by Ainsworth. Under 40 to go, first half. Kick it out for Peters. Peters drives to the lane, kicks it across. That's Aarons, 3-pointer up. That one's no good. Pulled down by Clark. They'll get it back out to Allen. She dribbles all the way across the court. Now she'll step back and kick it out to Peters. Under 20 to go. Peters guarded closely by Ashton Sassy. Aarons, 10 seconds left to go. Skip pass across. That's Fletcher. Peters on the wing. Aarons under 5. Peters for 3. That's no good. The putback won't go. And the first half will end 37-18. And a tremendous effort by the Ainsworth Bulldogs in this first half. 37-18 is our halftime score here from Ainsworth. 10 minutes on the clock. Step back away from the computer screen, run, get yourself a snack, and be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half.
There's a new innovation in round baling, a round baler that helps you get more out of every hay season. Introducing the new Roll Belt 560 from New Holland. It gives you 20% more capacity and creates uniform 5-foot by 6-foot bales with higher density to stand up to weather, transport, and handling. Higher capacity starts with the new Active Sweep pickup. It's a full 82 inches wide from tine to tine. It makes a clean sweep of your fields by picking up all of your valuable crop. You get the choice of heavy-duty 5-bar Active Sweep pickup or the standard-duty 4-bar Active Sweep pickup. The legendary 60-inch Super Sweep pickup is also available. Active Sweep pickups are 23% more rugged and feature stronger construction with a 2-inch diameter reel tube and the new double flight feeder auger. The 14-inch diameter feeder tines are arranged in a W pattern to efficiently feed crop into the bale formation area. The feeder auger is wider than the bale chamber, so the sides of the bale are firmly packed with crop. All of these pickup innovations add up to a 20% increase in pickup capacity. Next, crop moves to the bale formation area, New Holland's proven combination of rolls and belts. Roll belt balers are known for their ability to start a core in any crop. The Roll Belt 560 continues that legacy and features increased belt driving force for reduced belt slip for quick core starts, even in below freezing or extremely dirty conditions, the kind seen when baling corn stalks. New Holland now offers 3 belt choices to match your preference. New Holland's mini rough top belts feature 3 piles of poly fabric and clipper lacings. New premium laced belts feature 20% more tensile strength for extended life. For the ultimate in durability and low maintenance, choose new premium endless belts. Endless belts are backed by a 3-year, 15,000 bale New Holland warranty. No matter which belts you choose, the patented New Holland roll belt system packs more crop into each and every bale. When you make higher density bales, you make fewer bales and reduce your wrapping and retrieval costs as well as storage losses. Higher density bales also hold their shape and are easier to handle, transport, and stack. You can easily adjust bale density using the sealed hydraulic density control system and monitor pressure from the tractor with this gauge. To pack even more crop into every bale, equip your Roll Belt 560 with New Holland's exclusive bale slice system. It creates bales that are up to 14% more dense. Sliced bales are easier to feed to livestock, and the crop is easier for cattle to eat and digest. New Holland has simplified both the net wrapping and twine tying systems. The front load net system is easy to view during baling. Netting follows a shorter, more efficient travel path, making it the industry's most reliable system. The front load twine system features dual twine tubes that are driven smoothly by a motor for a consistent twine wrap pattern across the face of the bale. You control and monitor the bale making process using your choice of display. The Bale Command 2 is used on twine-only models, and the Deluxe Bale Command 2 Plus is available for net twine or net-only models. Or go ISOBUS with the IntelliView 4 or IntelliView 3 color touchscreen monitor for extra easy screen navigation. The world's best balers are now even better. With the benefit of New Holland engineering innovations and improvements, the new Roll Belt 560 handles your crop with more speed and efficiency than ever before, from the moment crop enters the pickup to the moment a perfectly shaped bale rapidly exits the tailgate. Your in-field productivity increases, and so does your overall baling capacity. Get the most out of every hay season. Make the smart move to the Roll Belt 560 round baler from New Holland. See your New Holland dealer for a demonstration.
So we are at halftime here from Ainsworth, where the Ainsworth Bulldogs lead the Mustangs 37-18. Let's take a quick look at some unofficial scoring statistics from the first half. For the Mustangs, Haley Saar with 3, Denny Jacobson with 4, Ashton Sassy with 4, Kenna Campbell has 5, and Keely Campbell with 2. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, Ellie Carr leads the way with 12 points. Laura Peters has 11. Logan Clark has 6. Lydia Allen with 4, and Haley McBride with 4. So Logan Clark off the bench with 6 points. giving quite a boost to the Ainsworth Bulldogs. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to the start of the second half here from Ainsworth. Mustangs trail it at the half, 37-18.
This is the 2013 Ford Explorer that I bought from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, and it is awesome. It has the sync system and My Ford Touch that allows me to control everything with ease. Climate control, navigation, entertainment. I can even connect my smartphone for hands-free dialing. The all-wheel drive feature of the Ford Explorer might be what I like the best. This is the most sure-footed vehicle I have ever owned, and it is terrific on snow and ice, which I really love this time of year. Stop in and check out a Ford Explorer today at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Say thanks to today's fine sponsors. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give them a call at 282-0050. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb's share of Share Real Estate in Gordon. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And Buck and the gang at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. They have everything you need to get your home and yard ready for winter, as well as a wide assortment of Christmas decorations. That's True Value, downtown Gordon. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles and what that might do for your insurance rates. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or give them a call at 282-2080. And Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Just about a minute and a half, so time for you to make one quick run and be back to the computer before the start of the second half. We're here in Ainsworth at halftime, 37-18. Bulldogs of Ainsworth in the lead.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
And just about ready for third quarter action to get underway here from Ainsworth. Mustangs in a big hole to start the third quarter. They trail at 37-18. And we'll see what they can do. At this Ainsworth Ball Club, very, very deep, and they've substituted liberally. Ainsworth in the man-to-man defense here. The Mustangs skip it across to Denny Jacobson. She gets it out front for Ashton Sassy. Sassy to the wing, kicks it back across for Josie Perez. She puts it on the floor. Dribbles down, kicks it out for Sassy. Three-pointer on the way. That one won't go. Rebounded by McBride. And she gets it ahead to Carr. Carr for Peters under the basket. Shot is good and one. So Laura Peters picks up where she left off at the end of the first half. 2 on the board and a free throw coming. As they call that foul on Denny Jacobson, and that is her fourth. And that is not what the Mustangs wanted to start the second half. Free throw is no good. Perez with the rebound. Picks up her dribble. Now she's hung up. And we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Holbert wants to talk this one over. Try and figure out what they're going to do. Denny Jacobson with 4 fouls. That's one thing we didn't go over at the halftime break. Denny now with 4 fouls. Haley Saar with 3. Carly Hinn and Kenna Campbell each have 2. And Keely Campbell with 1. So both of the Mustang seniors with foul trouble here early in the second half. And for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, the only one of note is Michaela Weiss. She has 4. Haley McBride with 2. Ellie Carr with 2. Fletcher with 1. Lydia Allen with 1. And that rounds out the foul situation, I believe, for Ainsworth. The Mustangs get it in. Kenna Campbell working with it. Skip it across to Carly Hinch. Tries to go inside to Kenna Campbell. Knocked away by Carr. And a steal. And now that's going to be Kenna Campbell. And Kenna Campbell just picked up her 3rd foul. A long way to go here, and Mustangs in foul trouble. 7:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Carr kicks it out for Peters. Steps back. Gets it to McBride. McBride on the wing. Goes down low for Carr. That won't go. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell. Haley Saar brings it up the right side for the Mustangs. Crosses over. Guarded by Ahrens. Now she gets it out. Carly Hinn drives baseline. Almost carried it and then throws it away. Tried to get it across for Ashton Sassy. And they couldn't make connections. It's a turnover for the Mustangs. 6:39 to go. They trail it 39-18. It's a 21-point deficit for Gordon-Rushville. Peters into the lane, and they're going to get Kenna Campbell just picked up her 4th foul. 4 on Kenna now. She'll have to sit down, and into the game comes Autumn Richards. So Autumn, the 5'7" freshman, into the game, and she draws the enviable task of guarding Miss Peters. That shot by Carr off the front of the rim, no good. Peters hits the floor, and we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow to Ainsworth. They'll keep it. 6:19 to go. 39-18 is the score. Carr to inbound it. McBride swings it around to Ahrens up top. Skip pass across for Carr. She drives to the lane, kicks it across for Ahrens. Driving to the layup, no good. Rebound and the putback by McBride won't go, and it'll be Mustang basketball. Tipped out of bounds by Ainsworth. 6:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now full court pressure by Ainsworth. That's taken away by Allen. Her shot, that won't go, and Autumn Richards is going to get her 1st foul. So 2 shots for Lydia Allen. First one is good. Makes it 40-18. And she makes them both. Nothing but net both times as Ashton Sassy brings it up the floor, and she is fouled hard. And Ashton a little slow to get up after Laura Peters with the foul. That is Peters' 1st. Sassy trying to get her wits about her. Carly Hinn drives baseline. Pull-up jumper for Carly. And we're going to have a foul. Carly should be headed to the line for shots here. And that is the 3rd on Haley McBride for Ainsworth. Carly missed 2 free throws in the first half. See if she can get on the board here. That one's off the back iron, no good. As Shania Friesman now ready to check into the game. She's going to give Ashton Sassy a little bit of a rest. Sassy's still trying to get everything, make sure all of the joints that are supposed to move are moving in the right directions. And she missed them both. Picked up by Laura Peters, and up the floor she comes. Now she'll pull it back out, get it to Carr, trailing the play. She finds Ahrens on the baseline. Ahrens' shot, they're going to say she's traveled. Might have been a foul on the shot, but she traveled before she got going. Mustangs will get the ball back. Now McBride takes a seat, and Logan Clark in for Ainsworth. Hinn gets it back to Haley Saar. Saar up the floor quickly. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Carr. I think that's who they're going to call it on. We need to make sure. Yes, that is, and that's the third on Carr. 5:37 to go, 41-18. Saar trying to get it in. She gets it to Hinn. Saar for three. Missed it all, but Josie Perez gathers up the shot. She drives into the lane and puts it up. She's fouled on the shot by Logan Clark, and she'll go to the free throw line. Logan Clark with her first, and Josie Perez will have a pair. Josie puts the first one in. Josie was a prolific scorer last season. Hasn't got things going offensively yet this year, though. And she makes them both. First 2 points of the day for Josie makes it 41-20. Carr sets it up. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs now. That one's taken away by Perez, and she brings it up the floor. On the wing, drives to the baseline. Puts it off glass, won't go, gets her own rebound, and the putback. And just like that, Perez has 4 points. 5:04 to go, and it's 41-22. Mustangs with a tall mountain to climb with 4:58 left to go in the third quarter. That putback won't go, but a foul on the shot, and that'll be 2 shots, and that's going to be the first foul on Josie Perez of the afternoon. But it will put Ellie Carr at the line for 2 free throws. 5 team fouls now for the Mustangs, 4 for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. First free throw is good. Check that. That is Lydia Allen at the free throw line that makes both of those. Make sure we get that right. Lydia Allen on the shots that time. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. 43-22. The lead is back to 21. Carly Hinn drives baseline, and they're going to say that Logan Clark bumped her out of bounds. So that's 2 now, I believe. It is 2 on Logan Clark. 5 team fouls apiece. Saar gets it into Richards. She can't hang on to it, but Richards recovers, gets it up to Hinn at the top of the circle. They go down low for Josie Perez. They're going to call traveling on Josie. A lot of contact there. But they'll say she shuffled the feet, and it's turnover. 43-22 with 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Carr works against Saar, kicks it out for Peters. Thought about the 3. Wild shot, that won't go. Rebounded by Friesman. Friesman gets it to Hinn. She finds Haley Saar, and she'll bring it up the floor. Haley drives all the way in, puts that one up, and falls off the front of the rim. No good, and we're going to have an offensive foul against the Mustangs. That's Carly Hinn. And Carly just picked up her third foul. So 4 fouls for Denny Jacobson and Kenna Campbell, 3 for Carly Hinn and Haley Saar. Hinn comes out. Keely Campbell now into the game for the Mustangs. 43-22, 4:10 to go third quarter. Carr, 3-pointer. And she nails it. And on the inbounds, Josie Perez steps across the line. That's another turnover for the Mustangs. They give it back to Ainsworth. They really don't need any more help. 4:02 left to go third quarter. Carr will inbound it. Carr for three. That one bounces off, no good, and pulled down by Friesman. Shania Friesman getting some quality minutes here. Josie Perez drives into the lane, kicks it out. Autumn Richards for three. The freshman not afraid to take the shot, but it's off, no good, rebounded by Carr. Laura Carr kicks it out. Peters pull-up jumper. That won't go, she's fouled. That's Haley Saar, and she just picked up her fourth foul. So 2 shots coming for Laura Peters. First free throw for Peters is good. Is her 14 on the afternoon. As Sassy comes in and Haley Saar sits down, and she made them both. 15 on the day for Laura Peters. 48-22 with 3:30 to go in the third quarter. And a double dribble by Ashton Sassy. She knew it as soon as she did it. Ashton Sassy, one of the most intense basketball players you're going to find. She plays hard and takes it seriously. There's good defense by Keely Campbell that time. We're going to have a reach-in foul on Ariana Fletcher, I believe. It is, and that is her second. So both teams now on the 1-on-1 bonus the rest of the way with 3:05 left to go in the third. Sassy finds Perez at the top of the key, steps back for three, off the back iron, no good, rebounded by Ainsworth, and saved back in. The pass was too long. Peters had no choice but to try and throw it back, and the Mustangs got a hold of it. Skip pass to Perez. Perez, jumper. That one won't go, gets her own rebound. Drives in, under, nice scoop layup by Josie Perez that time. She's got 2 more, gives her 6 on the afternoon. With 2:30 to go, it's 48-24. Carr on the wing, takes Sassy to the hoop, puts it off glass and in. Nice job that time by Ellie Carr. 50-24 with 2:15 to go third quarter. Autumn Richards puts it on the floor, leaves it for Shania Friesman. Friesman for Perez. Perez, baseline, jumper. That won't go. Rebound by Peters. Careful, don't reach in and get the foul, as that one's off of Ariana Fletcher's hands and out of bounds. Mustangs will get it back. 3 subs come in for the Bulldogs. That's McBride. Aaron's back into the game. And one other, as now Richards comes out and Morgan Darnell into the game for the Mustangs. So Mustangs have some young players getting some playing time out of necessity with the foul problems here this afternoon, as Ashton Sassy puts up a runner in the lane, and that won't go. And it's picked up by Allen. She double dribbled. Couldn't keep a handle on it. Turns it over. Mustangs will get it back with 1:44 to go, third quarter. Ashton Sassy sets it up. Free throw line. Kick it out for Friesman. Back to Sassy. Inside for Keely Campbell. Turnaround jumper off glass. Won't go. And battle underneath, but won by Ainsworth. They get it ahead. That's Aaron. She can't handle it, but gets back a hold of it. They kick it out front and set things back up. Allen drives around and puts that one up and in. Doesn't seem to matter what kind of a shot Ainsworth puts up. It goes into the hoop. That was an off-balance kind of a floater. Didn't square up to the basket at all, but got it to go. With 1 minute to go third quarter, it's 52-24 as Josie Perez drives. Puts that one off glass too hard. Rebound McBride ahead to Aarons. Aarons with the layup, and that one's good. And that's Aaron's first points of the afternoon. 54-24, the lead has grown to 30. Perez steps back, can't get that one to go. Under 40 to go in the quarter. Carr ahead to Allen. Easy layup for Lydia Allen that time. 2 more for her. 56-24 as we're under 25 seconds. And we got a double dribble on Ashton Sassy. And nobody harder on Ashton than herself. She'd sure like to have that one back, as now 20 seconds left. Ashton trying to take that away. Careful she doesn't get a foul there. That one's pulled down by Morgan Darnell. She gets it to Perez with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Perez inside for Keely Campbell. Her shot up, won't go, but we'll have free throws with 4.6 seconds in the third quarter. That'll be the first foul of the afternoon on Sarah Ahrens. And it puts Keely Campbell at the line with a pair of free throws. Keely's got 2 points. First free throw is good, gives her 3. So 4.6 seconds left in the quarter. As that one in and out. Shania Friesman, put back won't go. Rebounded by Ahrens. She gets it ahead to Carr. Shot won't go. And at the end of the third quarter, it is 56-25. 19 points in the quarter for Ainsworth to 7 for the Mustangs. So they come out and get it done in the third quarter. So the third quarter ends. Ainsworth with the commanding lead, 56-25.
It's an icon, the most popular sports car in America. It is the Ford Mustang, and it's available at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. This 310 horsepower turbocharged beauty comes with all the bells and whistles, and it's sure to turn heads wherever you go. The selectable driving modes allow you to choose between sport, track, snow and wet, or normal conditions. With an awesome sound system, this Mustang is ready to roll down the highway at 32 miles per gallon. Test drive the iconic Ford Mustang at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
So fourth quarter action. We haven't got the scoreboard updated quite yet. We'll see if we can get that done. We'll let you watch the action here as it gets started. Go inside for Perez. That shot won't go. Rebounded by McBride. Ahead for Carr. She brings it in. She's going to be pushed by Ashton Sassy. That will be Ashton's first foul of the afternoon. And that is Carr, and her free throw won't go. From this angle, Carr and Allen look remarkably alike. A single-digit number, and they both wear headbands with a ponytail, and kind of hard to tell the difference. 7:40 to go, 56-25. Sassy sets it up. Perez on the wing, skips it across to Haley Saar, three-pointer. That one won't go. Denny Jacobson is there. She's fouled by McBride, and that is McBride's fourth foul of the afternoon. So Denny Jacobson back into the game, playing with 4 fouls, as is Haley Saar. Jacobson, Saar, and Kenna Campbell all with 4 fouls. First free throw is no good. But the second one is. 56-26. Carr up the floor for the Bulldogs. Three-pointer on the way. They're going to say that Haley Saar fouled her, and she is out of the game. She boxed her out on the shot, and the referee did not like that. So Haley's done. She finishes the day with 3 points, all of them coming in the first quarter, as Kenna Campbell comes in. And Kenna, of course, playing with 4 fouls as well. 7:22 to go, 56-26. Carr's first free throw is good. She makes the second. And the third one off the front of the rim, no good, but it's rebounded by Ahrens. She gets it inside, scramble for it. McBride knocks down the two. 60-26, 7:05 to go, fourth quarter. Ashton Sassy loses the handle, jump ball. Possession arrow, Ainsworth. Peters in and Ahrens out, and Coach Holbert's going to call a timeout. Things just haven't gone the way the Mustangs have wanted to this afternoon. 7:03 to go, fourth quarter, and they trail at 60-26. It gives us an opportunity to tell you about our sponsors. Sponsors of today's action: Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon; Share Real Estate; Strong Insurance; Gordon True Value; Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance; Grocery Mart in Gordon; Sides and Milburn Ford; Physical Therapy West; and Modern Farm. So Randy Holbert trying to rally the troops here with most of this fourth quarter to go. One starter is already fouled out. Two other players with 4 fouls apiece. And it's been a rough go for the Mustangs the whole way here. Peters on the wing. They swing it around to Carr. She goes down low for Allen. Catches, shoots, and good. And Lydia Allen with 10 second half points. 62-26, 6:35 to go. And a foul on the floor. They're going to call that on Michaela Weiss. That'll be her 5th foul of the afternoon, and Weiss is done. She'll be replaced by Logan Clark. Carly Hinn at the line. That's off the back iron and no good. So Carly is 0 for 5 from the free throw line this afternoon. Allen's shot won't go, rebounded by Carly Hinn, and we're going to have a reach-in called on McBride, and she's done. That is McBride's 5th foul of the game, and she is out. That puts the Mustangs in the double bonus, and Carly will have 2 shots at it here. Ariana Fletcher comes in to replace Haley McBride. McBride finishes the day with 6 points. Carly Hinn finally gets 1 to fall. 62-27 is the score. That one won't go, rebounded by Peters. Peters brings it up the floor. On the wing for Allen. Her shot won't go. Collision underneath. And a tie-up. That'll be Mustang basketball. Carly Hinn hit the floor. Bodies going everywhere. 6:16 left to go in the game. 62-27. Ashton Sassy triggers it for the Mustangs. Hinn, Sassy from the block. That shot won't go. Heavily contested. Couldn't get it to fall. Peters comes the other way. Runner in the lane, uses the glass, and puts in 2 more. 64-27. Josie Perez works against Carr. Now to Hinn. Hinn puts it on the floor, drives to the baseline, misses everything, tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of Allen, and it'll be Mustangs basketball. So a young Mustang squad here as Josie Perez puts up a shot, gets her own rebound, and out of bounds. A young Mustang bunch running up against a senior heavy and very deep Ainsworth Bulldog squad here this afternoon, as we're now under 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Allen to Fletcher. Fletcher guarded by Jacobson. Peters picks up her dribble. She's guarded by Kenna Campbell. Carr drives in, leaves it for Allen. Allen drives into the paint. Left-handed layup, that won't go. Rebounded by Fletcher. Three-pointer on the way by Peters off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Allen, and the putback is good by Lydia Allen. She's got 12 points in the second half, 16 on the game. On the day. Hinn inside for Kenna Campbell, uses the glass and puts that one home. It's been really hard for the Mustangs to get that entry pass inside today. That's one of the few times it's actually worked. Carr with another three-pointer. That one's out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball. And now Ainsworth gonna call off the Dogs as they run in a whole group of young players. One starter on the floor, that's Ahrens. A whole bunch of fresh faces. Do our best to keep you informed who those are, as Denny Jacobson puts that one up, and she is fouled. Gets it to fall. Two more for Denny as Brittany Schluter comes into the game and draws the foul. And Denny's free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell, and she gets the putback to go. Kenna's got 4 second half points. Ahrens, right wing. Now they work it across, top of the key. That's Brianna Schwint. Now, let's see. Whitney Killian moving faster than I can memorize numbers at this point, as Sassy gets it ahead for Perez. Perez crosses over, up and good. Count the basket. And one for Josie Perez. So Perez with 8 points in the second half. 8 points, all 8 points in the second half, and she's got a free throw on the way. That is the second foul on Sierra Ahrens. And she converts on the three-point play. So 9 on the day for Josie Perez. So they swing it around, slapped away by Carly Hinn. Carly with the steal. Gets it ahead to Ashton Sassy. Ashton uses the glass and puts it in. And we've got a violation on the inbounds as Ahrens lost her balance, stepped across the line. You very, very rarely see that, and we've seen it twice in this game. 3:33 to go, 66-38. As Brittany Schluter comes out of the game. Ariana Fletcher comes in to replace her. Jacobson gets it to Perez. Perez down low for Jacobson. Her shot off glass won't go. Put back by Carly Hinn is partially blocked, out of bounds. Mustangs maintain possession as Kenna Campbell will inbound it for the Mustangs. They go to Carly Hinn. Bad angle shot, can't get it to fall. 3:15 to go. 66-38. That one's tipped and stolen by Kenna Campbell. She goes ahead to Ashton Sassy. They're going to say it was tipped out of bounds off of Ahrens. Mustang basketball with 3:05 to go. Keely Campbell now going to check into the game. She'll take the place of Carly Hinn. Carly needing a breather. Ashton Sassy gets it in the paint to Josie Perez. Just barely sneaks that one over the front of the rim, but it counts as just as well, 66-40. Poked away by Sassy. Sassy on the floor, and Ashton going to pick up her second foul of the afternoon. Ashton doesn't like the call, but smiling nonetheless, and good for Ashton. 2:45 to go, 66-40, and Aaron's at the line, and she'll have 2 shots as both teams are now in the double bonus. First one is no good. And she missed them both. Rebounded by Keely Campbell. 2:42 to go. Kenna Campbell sets it up for the Mustangs. Campbell tried to go inside for Ashton Sassy, tipped away by Aarons, and Peters comes out of there with it. They try to get it ahead, but Jacobson is there to tip it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs as Autumn Richards comes in, and Denny Jacobson takes a seat with 2:28 left to go. And Denny did a tremendous job of playing through the second half with 4 fouls, as we got a traveling call that time as a hop before the shot. Mustang basketball. Kenna Campbell sets it up, working against Fletcher, kicks it out, and Fletcher's going to be called for the reach in. No, check that. They called that on Peters. That is her second. Kenna at the line for 2 shots. He in and out on the first one. And the second one is good. 2:17 to go, 66-41. Fletcher on the right wing. Skips it across to Peters just inside the line. Off the back iron, no good. Richards couldn't control it. Picked up by Peters. Skips it across. Now they swing it back around. Peters for 3. Not afraid to shoot it. Josie Perez tips it, controls it, and we're going to get a push called on, I think that is Brianna Schwint drawing that foul. And that is her first. So Josie Perez with 2 more free throws here. First free throw, no good. That's the first one she's missed this afternoon. She's got 11 as Ashton Sassy comes out and Shania Friesman back in for the Mustangs. And Perez makes the second. 66-42. Under 1:45 to go now in the game. 2-pointer on the way, no good, rebounded by Perez. Perez up the floor, she'll take it all the way in, and we're going to get a blocking foul as 2 Bulldogs hit the floor. They are going to give that one to Britley Schleter, and it puts Perez back at the line for 2 more. So Josie getting her money's worth from the free throw line this afternoon here in the second half, as the first free throw is good. So she's 5 of 6 so far from the line. Now make that 6 of 7. To go with 4 baskets. Back iron, no good, tipped out by Richards, but gathered up by Aarons. Peters. Contact, but no call as Fletcher puts that one up and in, and that's her first points of the day. Makes it 68-44 with 1 minute left to go in the game. Perez drives in. Good to see Josie finding her aggressive self here in this second half. She puts in 2 more, 68-46, under 50 seconds now. Peters working against Kenna Campbell. Fletcher Now to, and Autumn Richards is going to get called for the foul as she fouls Sheridan Platt. That'll put Platt at the line. Second foul on Richards. And Platt will have 2 free throws. Platt, a 5'6" junior. 39 seconds left to go in this one. That one's short, no good. Now the Campbells will trade places. Keeley comes in to the lane as Josie Perez takes a seat. Morgan Darnell comes into the game. Morgan, you'll notice the knee brace on the right knee, tore her knee up a year ago, and good to see her rehabbed and back in basketball action again. Morgan also a fierce competitor as Peters tees one up from 3. That won't go. Rebounded by Keeley Campbell with 30 seconds left to go. Gets it ahead to Richards. Richards brings it up the floor. Gets it ahead to Friesman. She can't handle the pass. Pulled out of there by Ahrens. Back the other way with 22 seconds left. She loses the handle. Scramble for it. Kenna Campbell wins it, and Ahrens fouls Kenna Campbell. Kenna hits the floor hard. So Ahrens picks up her third. Kenna Campbell looks like she's all right. And she'll have 2 free throws with 18 seconds left to go in the game. First free throw for Kenna is good. So a young Mustang group trying to get it all figured out here early on in the season. Long way to go as the second free throw by Kenna is no good. 14 seconds left now. Peters will slow it down. Gets it across to Platt. Platt working on the wing against Richards. Tipped out of there, stolen away. Morgan Darnell with a hand on it, but chips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Ainsworth with 3 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Get it into Peters. Her shot won't go, and so the game will end 68-47. We'll step aside and do a little math and be back in just a minute.
Sides in Milburn Ford in Rushville is your Sheridan County Ford dealer. They have an excellent service department that works on all makes and models. So why would you drive hours to buy a car from someone you will never see again when you can do business locally with a dealer who will stand behind their product and has the service department to back it up? Sides in Milburn Ford will help you find the right vehicle, and they will do it with the personal touch that only your hometown dealer can provide. Stop in at Sides in Milburn Ford in Rushville. They're the people you can trust.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
So the final score here from Ainsworth. The Ainsworth Bulldogs win it big here, 68-47. Let's take a look at some scoring totals. First for the Mustangs. Leading the way with all of her points coming in the second half is Josie Perez. She scored 16 on 5 field goals and 3, 4, 5, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. So 16 points to lead the way for Josie Perez. Kenna Campbell added 11. Denny Jacobson with 7. She played most of the second half with 4 fouls. Ashton Sassy finished with 6. Haley Sarr with 3. Keeley Campbell with 3. And Carly Hinn with 1. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, 3 players in double figures. Ellie Carr finishes the day with 19. Laura Peters with 17 and Lydia Allen with 16. So a very balanced attack by those three starters for the Bulldogs. 6 added by Logan Clark, all of those in the first half. Haley McBride also with 6, and Sarah Evans with 2. Well, that is the scoring, unofficially, of course, here as the girls fall by a final score of 68-47. We've already started the warm-up clock for the boys' action, so we're under 20 minutes to tip-off of the boys' game. Glad to have you along with us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. So take a break. We'll step aside for just a minute as we get ready. We'll try and gather up some starting lineups for you as we get ready for boys' varsity action here from Ainsworth. And again, the final score of the girls' game, 68-47. Ainsworth wins it big. Thanks for joining us again on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014.
Hi, Jordan Molesky, Marketing Manager for Mower Conditioners here at New Holland. For years, operators have been dancing around necessary blade changes, particularly when they get to the end of the field cuts. A damaged blade leaves streaks and a poor quality cut. So today, we're going to teach you a new 3-step to quick blade changes to maximize your cutting quality. A unique feature of the Quick Max blade change system is that discs are positioned at 45-degree angles to the cutter bar, rotating the discs into a common orientation, allowing me to easily change this knife and this knife without rotating the cutter bar. Unlike competitive systems available on the market, all the blades on this machine can be changed with just one cutter bar rotation. Quick Max is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, insert the tool and then pry down. Step 2, remove the blade, flip it to a fresh cutting edge, reinsert the blade, and then step 3, remove the tool. It's just that easy. Let's take a moment to talk about how Quick Max works. The Quick Max system utilizes the special spring steel retainer, an exclusive patented New Holland blade bolt design that's elliptical for excellent blade retention. The Quick Max system is available on our center pivot, Discbine 313 and 316 model disc mower conditioners, as well as our Durabine 416 and 419 self-propelled speed rower disc headers. The new Quick Max system works with knives you already have. No special knives are required. The Quick Max system works with any available blades for your New Holland Discbine 313, 316, as well as Durabine disc heads for speed rowers, so that your special tool is always handy. It stores conveniently on the side of the head, and both self-propelled windrowers and center pivot Discbine disc mower conditioners. There is a retrofit kit available for all machines equipped with the Momax 2 disc cutter bar. The kit is available for your New Holland dealer to upgrade prior production models to be outfitted with the Quick Max system. Visit your local New Holland dealer today to find out more about Quick Max for your mower conditioner.
So 15 minutes and 30 seconds left before the start of boys varsity action. Thanks very much for joining us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. Unfortunately, sure that you can't pick up the excellent music that we're being treated to here in Ainsworth, as we've got an alumni band, is what I assume that it is, playing Christmas carols and an assortment of other stuff, and they really do a tremendous job, and really apologize that we can't get that to come through the microphone so that you can enjoy it. But either way, certainly helping pass the time here, as we are now under 15 minutes, ready to go before the start of the boys' game. Thanks very much for joining us. We're going to step aside for just a minute and be back with some starting lineups for you. Well, let's take a look at some starting lineups with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go before the start of today's boys varsity action. First, for the Ainsworth Bulldogs starters, number 2, Hunter Martin. He is a 5'10" senior. Number 10 is Austin Harthorn. He is a 6'1" junior. Number 23, Brady Delamont, is a 6'1" junior. Number 31, Jake Wilkins, is a 6-foot senior. And number 33, Luke McLeod, is a 6'5" junior. For the Mustangs this afternoon, their starters, number 3, Ryan Schwarting, the 5'8" junior. Number 23, Rhett Conroy, a 6'3" junior. Number 24, Jared Nelson, is a 6-foot freshman. Number 30, Brad Franzen, is a 6-foot senior. And Ben Wagner, a 6'3" senior. Those are the starting lineups for today's action. Under 8 minutes now before the start of the boys varsity action. Let's take a minute to thank sponsors of today's basketball action, and need to really thank these folks. Let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring this basketball action, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here broadcasting this afternoon, and so they really do provide a great service. And so stop in and let them know that that you appreciate it. We've had some grandparents and people from far away that enjoy these games that have actually sent thank you notes to some of those businesses, and let me tell you, that really makes an impression. It lets them know that folks appreciate it, and even if you can't step in and do some business with them, knowing that people are watching and people appreciate it really means a lot to them. So today's sponsors, Essence in Gordon. Essence provides beautiful fresh green wreaths and poinsettias for the holidays, and they also have lots of other holiday decor items. They have a selection of fine wines and gift items, including Kringle candles, and of course they have those in the new Christmas scents. That's Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give them a call at 282-0050. Whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate, look no farther than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516, or you can stop in and see her in person at 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance, so stop in and see them today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Buck and the gang at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. They have everything you need to get your home and your yard ready for winter, as well as a wide assortment of Christmas decorations. That's True Value in downtown Gordon. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in and see them at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give them a call at 282-2080. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Of course, also Sides and Milburn Ford, Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm, our video partners for today's action. We'll step aside for a word from our sponsors. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left before the start of the game. Thanks for joining us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2014. Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides and Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides and Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game. And when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injuries, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
They're just about ready to get things started for boys varsity action. Let's take a quick look at those starters one more time. For the Bulldogs, number 2, Hunter Martin, a 5'10 senior. Number 10, Austin Harthorn, a 6'1 junior. Number 23, Brady Delamont, a 6'1 junior. Number 31, Jake Wilkins, a 6' senior. And number 33, Luke McLeod, a 6'5 junior. For the Mustangs, number 3, Ryan Schwarting, a 5'8 junior. Number 23, Rhett Conroy, the 6'3 junior. Number 24, Jared Nelson, a 6' freshman. Number 30, Brad Franzen, a 6' senior. And number 45, Ben Wagner, is the 6'3 senior. Under 2 minutes left to go in pregame action. Thanks for joining us. And need to also mention that if you're here watching this on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net, you need to slip on over to our subscriptions page. If you're not an online subscriber, you really should be. The paper generally ready to go, the online edition, by Tuesday afternoon, well before when you would get your paper copy, especially if you're very far away from town. So check that out. The online edition, of course, available anywhere, anytime from the convenience of your laptop or mobile device. And it's also available in full and glorious color, the online edition. So check that out. It's a great way to get all the news that is news in Sheridan County. As we get ready for basketball action, just about ready for starting lineups. We will update the scoreboard. And apparently Ainsworth, their fight song is whatever fight song they want to play. We've heard at least 3 different fight songs, and for each one of them, the Ainsworth faithful stand up and clap. So apparently it's on a rotating basis. Good folks here, and certainly great hospitality that's been shown to us here at Ainsworth, and glad to be here broadcasting. As we'll turn it over to the public address announcer for the starting lineups.
Now for your starting lineups, first for visiting Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Number 3, a 5'8 junior, Ryan Schwarting. Number 23, a 6'3 junior, Rhett Conroy. Number 24, a 6' freshman, Jared Nelson. Number 30, a 6' senior, Brad Franzen. And 45, a 6'3 senior, Ben Wagner.
So the Mustangs starters on the floor for the start of the game. Schwarting, Conroy, Nelson, Franzen, and Wagner. And now the starting lineups for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. And they certainly know where the volume button is as they get ready to introduce their starters. Number 2 is Hunter Martin. Number 10 is Austin Harthorn. 23 is Brady Delamont.
Number 31, 6-foot senior, Jake Wilkins.
31, Jake Wilkins.
And number 33 is 6'5",
And number 33 is Luke McLeod. So 8 minutes on the clock. We are ready for boys varsity basketball action here on a Saturday afternoon from Ainsworth, Nebraska. Glad to have you along with us as we look forward to a very, very busy broadcast schedule of basketball action this winter. As we get further through the broadcast, we'll try and take a look and let you know what some of those upcoming games are going to be as we have a minute here and there. Wagner and Harthorn ready to jump it up to get things started. Harthorn wins the tap, and Hunter Martin controls it for Ainsworth. Martin works against Schwarting, has his pocket pick. Schwarting the other way, has Conroy in front, fakes the pass, misses the layup. Ball taken back down. That's Martin. Martin back the other way, tried to get it to McLeod, tipped out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Fast-paced back and forth action here in the early going. Schwarting will set it up, comes down the left side for the Mustangs. Nelson comes out, drives into the lane, and he traveled with it. In the contest, both the boys and the girls contest last night against Sheridan, those referees not interested in calling traveling calls. Referees today, a whole different story in the first game, and so we may have to see a bit of an adjustment factor here for the Mustangs as we get going through this game. That rebound pulled down by Brad Franzen. He'll get it to Schwarting. Schwarting will set it up. Schwarting right side. Trying to find somebody. He'll give it to Nelson coming around. Pull-up jumper for Jared Nelson. Off the front of the rim, no good. And pulled down. That's Delamont. Gets it out to Martin. McLeod back to Martin. Delamont drives into the paint. Puts it up. Off the glass and goes. They're going to count the bucket, and that'll be the first foul of the day on Jared Nelson. So Brady Delamont with 2 free throws to get things started with 6:53 left to go in the first quarter. Rattles the first one home. Oh, excuse me. There was a made basket, and he made the free throw, so it's a 3-point play. 3-0, 6:45 to go as that one's gathered back up by Schwarting. Schwarting working on Martin. Conroy takes it at the top of the key. Nelson on the wing, and he traveled. And this is what we're going to have to watch for. That call was not made last night, and both the Mustangs and the Cardinals got away with a bunch of them, and they're going to have to clean it up. These guys are certainly going to call it today. 6:30 to go. 3-0, the early lead for Ainsworth. Martin works it inside. Now they kick it out. Hardhorn kicks it outside for Martin. Penetration, the drive and dish. They've got it figured out. Now all the way in with contact. Jake Wilkins takes it to the hole and puts it off glass, and good. It's 5-0 now, Ainsworth. 6:04 to go. First quarter. Conroy back out to Schwarting. He's going to reset it. Sets the offense, working against this man-to-man defense of the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Franzen working against Wilkins. Franzen can't figure out where to go with it. Conroy and back around to Schwarting. Schwarting drives in. Now he's going to pull it back out. Wants to leave it for Jared Nelson. Loses the handle. They'll get it ahead to Martin. Nobody there. Lays it in. Easy shot that time for Hunter Martin. And it's 7-0. Calls for the pick by Conroy. All the way in, high arching shot, that won't go. And Ben Wagner's going to be called. No, they're going to call a foul. That's going to be Wilkins with the foul. That's his first. They get it into Conroy, swing it around to Schwarting on the right wing. Back down low for Nelson. Drives inside into the paint, has his shot blocked. Pulled out of there by Delamont. 3-on-2. Martin lays it up and in. 9-0. 5 minutes left to go first quarter. Schwarting left side sets it up. Nelson on the wing. Franzen can't pull it in. It's out of bounds. Turnover on the Mustangs. 4:53 to go. Mustangs down by 9. As Rosane and trying to check who that is. Corby Campbell into the game. Wyatt Rosane and Corby Campbell into the game for the Mustangs. There's a three-pointer on the way, and good by Brady Delamont. He's got 6 on the afternoon already. 6 of the Bulldogs' 12. Mustangs yet to get on the board here this afternoon. Schwarting all the way in. Wild running shot in the lane. Somehow got that one to fall. And it's 12-2. Martin, and they're going to get Schwarting for the hand check. Schwarting's first foul of the afternoon. So Wilkins comes out of the game now. Martin swings it around to Delamont. They try to go inside to McLeod, tipped away. Nelson with it up the floor. 4:10 to go, first quarter. 12-2. Mustangs down by 10 early. They're going to get Delamont with the body. That'll be his first. And they called that foul on a number that's not on the floor. They got to figure out that it's now they're gonna call that. They're gonna call that on McLeod. Trying to figure it out. It was Delamont that committed the foul. And I'm not sure who they're going to end up giving that foul to, as they haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Massive confusion down at the scorer's table, but they've got it figured out, I guess. We'll see as we go along. They've given 2 fouls to 24, and they don't even have a 24 on the floor. Now we finally get it to Delamont. There's a three-pointer on the way. Off no good, rebounded by Campbell. Jared Nelson high-arching shot, in and out. That won't go, and the rebound by McLeod gets it to Delamont. Delamont drives to the baseline, kicks it back for McLeod on the way for 3. Misses it. Rebound put back up, and Mustangs come away with it. Jared Nelson brings it the other way. 3:30 to go. Ryan Schwarting kicks it back out. Nobody home. Martin down the right side. 2-on-1. Nelson, good job defensively that time by Nelson. He was able to get a hand in on both of the Bulldog players and get that one knocked away. Now into the game comes Zach Welch. He's going to take the place of McLeod. Also on the floor is Josh Finley for the Bulldogs. Martin loses the handle on it. On the floor, that's Rosane. Comes away with it, but he tried to stand up, and you can't do that. You can't do that without dribbling. And so Wyatt turns it over. It goes back to Ainsworth. 3:15 to go, and a 12-2 ball game in favor of the Bulldogs. They get it into, I believe that's Welch. Back to Delamont. Martin drives in. Pull-up jumper. That's no good. Rebound came down to Campbell. Collision. Jared Nelson. Now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. Jared Nelson lays it off glass, and good. His first 2 points of the afternoon, and it's 12-4. 2:55 to go. There's a steal. This one's by Corby Campbell. He'll lay it up and in. Nice job that time by Corby Campbell. Mustangs trying to claw their way back. 12-6 is the score. Delamont for 3. That one's off the front of the rim. Martin is there with the putback, and he's got 6. 2:30 to go, first quarter, 14-6. It's an 8-point deficit for the Mustangs. Schwarting sets it up on the right side. Conroy sets the pick. Schwarting into the lane. Kicks it out. That's Campbell on the baseline. Knocks it down. That's good. 2 more for Corby Campbell. He's got 4. 14-8, back to a 6-point lead now for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Martin directing traffic. He's going to set it up. Works on Jared Nelson himself, takes it high off the glass and puts it home. That's 8 for Hunter Martin. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back and forth, up and down action. 16-8. Ainsworth with the lead. They kick it out for Rosane. Three-pointer on the way. Off the top of the backboard, pulled down by Ainsworth. Delamont brings it down the floor. They get it ahead for Martin. Takes it baseline, loses the handle, tipped out of bounds, they're going to say, by the Mustangs. And it'll be Bulldog basketball as Wagner and Franzen back into the game. Conroy and Rosane will come out for a breather with 1:39 to go. 16-8, Ainsworth with the 8-point lead. Martin sets it up, works against Nelson. Now he kicks it back across, nearly stolen away by Campbell that time. Martin by himself for three-point range. That won't go. Corby Campbell with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Schwarting. Schwarting brings it up the floor. Reach in by Martin. No call. Tries to go to, try to get it to Ben Wagner. And they're going to say nobody touched it, out of bounds. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. Harthorn back into the game. Now for Ainsworth. Several new faces on the floor. Martin guarded closely by Schwarting. Delamont kicks it out for Harthorn. He lost it and picked up by Corby Campbell. Tried to get it ahead to Ryan Schwarting. Picked up by McLeod. Back to Martin, working against Ben Wagner. Shot up off the glass. That won't go. Harthorn is there with the putback, and that's his first 2 points of the day. Makes it a 10-point game, 18-8. And a timeout on the floor, under a minute to go in the first quarter. It is Ainsworth 18 and Gordon-Rushville 8. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. And be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give them a call at 282-2080. Great sponsors here for basketball action, making it possible for us to bring this to you. The Mustangs down by 10, 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Franzen inbounds to Jared Nelson, and they'll set it up. Nelson comes left side. Man-to-man defense by Ainsworth. Been that way the whole way. Has his pocket picked. McLeod gets it ahead to Wilkins. Takes it all the way in and lays it up. And good. Jake Wilkins now with 4 on the afternoon. 25 seconds left. 20-8. It's a 12-point lead. Schwarting tried to make that pass inside. Too much height around him as Delamont lays that one in for 2. 22-8, 10 seconds to go. Time for one shot for the Mustangs. Three-pointer on the way for Nelson. Nothing but net that time. Jared Nelson with 3. And the first quarter comes to an end, 22-11. That big three-pointer at the end of the quarter there by Jared Nelson, cutting it back to just an 11-point lead. But Mustangs with some work to do as they head to the second quarter.
This is my 2012 Ford Focus from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I bought this car for short trips around the area and thought that I was getting an inexpensive disposable car. What I got was a roomy, comfortable, well-built car that gets outstanding fuel economy. It's great for going to Lincoln for a Husker game. I consistently get above 35 miles per gallon, and it comes in a package that is surprisingly comfy and fun to drive. You can test drive a Ford Focus at your Sheridan County Ford dealer. Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Ready to start second quarter basketball action. Mustangs down by 11 as they start the second quarter, 22-11. Want to say thanks to Gracie Perez for running the video camera for us here today. She's doing a great job, and glad to have her input here on our broadcasts. Jared Nelson takes it on the wing, and they set it up. Corby Campbell swings it around to Schwarting. Three-pointer, long three-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound, Harthorn. Gets it to Martin. and they bring it up the floor in a hurry. Neither one of these teams waste any time getting up and down the floor. Nice pass that time. The hoop and the foul that time by Jake Wilkes, but a beautiful pass by Martin. A wrap around to find Wilkes. He puts the shot down, and he'll get a free throw to go along with it. 7:36 left to go. 24 now to 11 with the free throw pending. And it is good. That's 7 on the afternoon for Wilkins. 25-11 is the score as Schwarting sets it up. Nelson on the wing. Works against Delamont. They'll get it to Campbell, top of the key. And miscommunication that time as Ryan Schwarting juked instead of jiving, and pass goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Mustangs. 7:20 to go, 25-11. Martin sets it up. Man-to-man defense. They go inside to McLeod. Lays it off glass and good. That's the first points of the day for Luke McLeod. 27-11. The lead continues to grow. It's 16 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Nelson to Corby Campbell. Schwarting, three-pointer from the wing. That one won't go. But there's Corby Campbell, but he bounces it off his knee and out of bounds. As Rhett Conroy comes back in, he'll take the place of Corby Campbell. So some good, solid minutes that time by the freshman as he takes a seat. Martin, left side for Wilkins. Pulls it back out and across to Delamont. Now Martin works towards the middle. Wilkins, Delamont, three-pointer from the wing. Off, no good, rebounded by Harthorn. Martin back up top for Delamont. And they'll reset. 6:23 to go, 27-11. Ainsworth out in front. Harthorn, one dribble, gets it back to Martin. Martin drives to the wing. Now he'll bring it back to the top of the key, switches directions. Get it to Delamont. Good, patient offense by Ainsworth, and finally pays off the three-pointer by Martin. 30-11, under 6 to go in the second quarter. Nelson on the wing. Conroy swings it around for Schwarting. Drives baseline, now he's stuck, gets it back out to Brad Franzen on the way in and out. Rebound Delamont. Looked ahead, had Wilkins there, but decided to keep it. Wilkins for the three-pointer. That's off, no good. Harthorn gets the rebound. Swing it back around. Wilkins, Harthorn on the baseline. McLeod kicks it out to Delamont. Inside to McLeod. Good ball movement. He missed the easy basket that time. Three-pointer on the way. And when in doubt, get it to Hunter Martin, and he's going to knock it down. That's another three-pointer for Hunter Martin. 33-11. 5:11 left to go in the second quarter. It's a 22-point Ainsworth Bulldog lead. Buck and the gang at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. They have everything you need to get your home and your yard ready for winter, and they have a wide assortment of Christmas decorations. So if you haven't got in the Christmas spirit yet, there's still plenty of time. Get down to the Gordon True Value, pick up some decorations, and get those things put up and celebrate the season. That's Gordon True Value, downtown Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance. Stop in and see them today. 224 North Main Street in Gordon. The Mustangs have dug themselves an early hole. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first half. And they trail it by 22. It's 33-11. Hunter Martin doing most of the damage for Ainsworth. A whole lot of crooked numbers on the score sheet for him as we pass the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Wyatt Rosane gets it to Jared Nelson. Three-pointer from the top of the key, front of the rim, no good. Rebound Rosane. Kicks it out to Nelson just inside the three-point line. Gets his own rebound, and we've got a no call. Schwarting, three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Mustangs deciding to pull the trigger early and often here coming out of the timeout. That's a jump ball tie-up on the floor, and the possession arrow in favor of the Ainsworth Bulldogs. 4:39 to go, still 33-11. Officials look over the floor, decide that not slick enough to warrant a stoppage in play. We're back to action again. 4:35 to go. Martin for Delamont. Brings it around, changes hands, into the lane, down low, kick back out for Martin. Three-pointer on the way. He does not miss, folks. Crime in Italy. That's another three-pointer with 4:22. It's 36-11. Conroy swings it around for Schwarting on the left wing. Schwarting will pull it out. They'll set it back up. Gets a screen from Conroy. Pick and roll. Conroy forgot something in the lane as it's taken away by Josh Finley, but he traveled with it. Drug the pivot foot, and they'll turn it back over. The Mustangs will have it. We're under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the Mustangs down 36-11. They get it into Conroy. Rhett inside for Wagner. Shot is blocked, but they're going to say he's fouled in the act of shooting. That'll be the first on Dusty Warden. Not a lot of fouls called here in this first half. 3 apiece for each team is all. Puts Ben Wagner at the line, shooting a pair. First free throw on the way, and good. Ben on the board for the first time this afternoon. And the second free throw won't fall. Delamont thought about the three. Now he steps back behind the line, lets it fly, but that one's short. And the rebound by Ben Wagner. He'll get it to Ryan Schwarting with 3:40 to go. 36-12. It's a 24-point deficit for the Mustangs. Schwarting on the left wing. Gets it to Conroy. Cross to Nelson. Back to Rosane. Wyatt hands it off to Schwarting. He drives into the lane. Up and under. Finds Ben Wagner. Ben couldn't find an angle. He dribbles it out. Now he's trapped. Goes inside for Rhett Conroy. Tries to kick it out. That's deflected. Nelson picks it up in the lane. That shot won't go. Out of bounds. It's going to be off Ainsworth. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Well, the Mustangs able to mount some sustained offensive pressure here, but they need to put it in the basket. 36-12 with 3:08 to go. That one's into Conroy. Schwarting on the wing. Rosane. Now he'll try to go inside for Schwarting. Comes up with it. Outside for Nelson. Back to Schwarting on the way for three. In and out, no good. Rebound Conroy. And an backcourt violation as Schwarting was expecting a defensive rebound instead of Conroy, and he threw it just a wee bit too far. 2:45 left to go in the first half. Long three-pointer on the way. That finally found the extent of Mr. Martin's range. He hasn't missed many from out there tonight. And that one was an NBA-length three-pointer. And that's Ryan Schwarting driving down the lane, putting it in, and drawing the foul. He'll have one free throw coming with 2:31 to go in the second quarter. 36-12 is the score. So Campbell and Franzen back in as Rosane and Wagner will head to the bench. 36-14 now. They had that basket by Schwarting. And the free throw on the way makes it 5 points on the afternoon for Ryan. And now into the game will be Matt Kovar. He comes in to take the place of Dusty Warden for Ainsworth. Martin sets it up. Wilkins. Back to Martin. Wilkins on the wing. Thought about the three-pointer. Drives to the free throw line. Now they swing it around. That's Delamont. Delamont back up top for Wilkins. Back to Delamont. Kicks it out for Martin. Back to Delamont. Three-pointer on the way. That's short, but rebounded there and put back in by Jake Wilkins for two more. Offensive rebound and the putback makes it 38-15. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. A very fast-paced first half. Not a lot of stoppages in play. This clock has melted away. Franzen on the right wing. Gets it to Corby Campbell at the top of the key. Inside for Ryan Schwarting. Tries to go down low for Rhett Conroy. Has it taken away. 2-on-1. Delamont. That won't go. Ryan Schwarting tried to tip it out of there and instead tips it right to Matt Kovar. He puts it back and in, and he'll have a free throw after the foul. And they're going to call that one on Jared Nelson. Check that. They called that on Rhett Conroy. That is his first. Free throw is no good. Back the other way comes Corby Campbell. And they're going to call a blocking foul this time. And that is Wilkins. That'll be his second of the game. Five team fouls for Ainsworth and a 5-second call that time as the Mustangs couldn't get it in. 1:17 to go as the Mustangs turn it over on the inbounds. 40-15 is the score. Martin down the lane, off the glass, and put two more on the board for him. 42-15 as we've got 1 minute left to go in the first half. Nelson kicks it out for Schwarting. Couldn't make connections. Sails out of bounds. Another Mustang turnover. 42-15 with 55 seconds left. Martin gets it to Delamont. Delamont working against Campbell, and Campbell a little bit too physical that time, and Corby picks up his first foul of the afternoon. 5 team fouls apiece. Under 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Martin working against Schwarting. Now they'll get it to Wilkins. Wilkins pull-up jumper in and out, no good. Rebounded by Rhett Conroy. 30 seconds left in the first half. Schwarting all the way to the hoop and can't get that one to fall, but he'll have free throws. They're going to call that on Matt Kovar, and that'll be his first foul. Ryan Schwarting makes the first. (42-16) is the score. Schwarting's second free throw. That won't go. Rebounded by Campbell, and we're going to get a foul on Ainsworth. That puts the Mustangs into the 1-and-1. They're going to call that foul on Zach Welch. That'll be his first. And the Mustangs in the bonus. So Corby Campbell steps to the line with a 1-on-1 opportunity. Corby's got 4 points on the afternoon. 25 seconds left in the first half. First free throw is good. Gives him 5 points on the afternoon. And he makes them both. 42-18 as we go under 20 seconds left in the first half. Martin steps back, and he missed another one. That's a rare occurrence as Jared Nelson picks it up. Thought that Ryan Schwarting was going to shoot that three-pointer, and we're going to have a backcourt violation. Delamont picks it up, though, takes the quick three-pointer, nearly got that one to fall. As time expires in the first half, it ends. It's 42-18. The Mustangs trail by a bundle here. 10 minutes on the halftime clock. We'll step aside and be back with some unofficial scoring statistics after this.
This is the 2013 Ford Explorer that I bought from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, and it is awesome. It has the sync system and My Ford Touch that allows me to control everything with ease. climate control, navigation, entertainment. I can even connect my smartphone for hands-free dialing. The all-wheel drive feature of the Ford Explorer might be what I like the best. This is the most sure-footed vehicle I have ever owned, and it is terrific on snow and ice, which I really love this time of year. Stop in and check out a Ford Explorer today at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injuries, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
So 42-18 is the halftime score. Ainsworth over Gordon-Rushville. Let's take a look at some unofficial scoring totals here for the first half. For the Mustangs, Ryan Schwarting has 6 points. Corby Campbell also with 6. Jared Nelson has 5. And Ben Wagner has 1. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, Hunter Martin with 19 first half points. He made 3 3-pointers, and pretty much everything he put up went into the basket. 19 for Martin in the first half. Jake Wilkins has 9. Luke McLeod with 2. Brady Delamont has 8. Matt Kovar with 2. And Austin Harthorn also with 2 points. Let's take a look at fouls. Not a lot of fouls called in that first half, and certainly makes the pace of play a lot quicker when there aren't many called. For the Mustangs, Jared Nelson with 1, Rhett Conroy with 1, Corby Campbell with 1, and Ryan Schwarting with 1. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, Jake Wilkins has a pair, Matt Kovar with 1, Zach Welch with 1. And there must be several that I didn't mark down because the Mustangs were in the 1-and-1 bonus. That, I know, does not add up to 7 fouls, so we'll keep that up to date as we go forward in the second half. 6.5 minutes left to go in the halftime break. Glad to have you along with us on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2014. Let's take a quick look at the upcoming broadcast schedule here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net. Coming up on December 16th, that is Tuesday night, the Mustangs are at home where they will host the Hyannis Longhorns. The time that I have listed for that will be the JV action starting at 4 o'clock. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but that is what we have down, assuming that varsity action will start an hour and a half or so roughly after that, maybe a little bit longer. But December 16th, next Tuesday night, Mustangs at home against Hyannis. And then we've got a week's break for Christmas before we get to the Alliance Holiday Tournament on December 29th and December 30th. We haven't seen the brackets yet to know who the Mustangs will be playing. We'll have both boys and girls action for you there. That is December 29th and 30th. It's Monday and Tuesday, and we will be at the Alliance Holiday Tournament to bring you all of that action from Alliance. So that is the upcoming broadcast schedule as we work towards the latter half of December. Under 5 minutes now left in the halftime break. Mustangs trail this one 42-18. Let's take a minute to run down through our list of sponsors. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company, and they offer all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate, look no further than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516, or you can stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give them a call at 282-0050. And Essence, they provide beautiful fresh cut flower arrangements all year long. And right now they have green wreaths and poinsettias for the holidays. They've got lots of other holiday decor selections as well, along with fine wines and a whole bunch of nifty gift items, including Kringle candles with Christmas scents. That's Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. You can stop in and see them at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance, so be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles and what they might do for your insurance rates. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or give them a call at 282-2080. And it's that time of year again to get those Christmas decorations up, and you need to look no further than True Value in Gordon. Buck and the gang can get you fixed up with all the Christmas decorations you need, and they can help you get your home and your yard ready for winter. That's True Value in downtown Gordon. Also say thanks to our video sponsors today, Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm Equipment in Gordon. Just over 2 minutes left in the halftime break. Mustangs trail this one 42-18. Thanks for joining us on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2014. We are ready for second half boys varsity basketball action here from Ainsworth. Mustangs with a tall mountain to climb here in the second half as they trail it by 24. It's 42-18. Glad to have you along with us, and we certainly look forward to seeing you all the rest of the season for more wonderful basketball action as we follow the Mustangs and the Hay Springs Hawks through the 2014-2015 basketball season. And you can get the recap of all the games if you are a subscriber to the Sheridan County Journal-Star. If you're not a subscriber, you certainly should be. Check out the online edition, SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. We are underway in the third quarter. Rhett Conroy looks inside. Mustangs look like they're pulling out a little different offensive wrinkle here to start the third quarter. Franzen gets it to Jared Nelson. Swings it across to Schwarting. Schwarting, one dribble, gets it to Franzen. Foot on the line, two-pointer on the way. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Wilkins. Gets it ahead. Delamont pulls it down, drives baseline, off glass, no good. Hardhorn kicks it out for Wilkins. Three-pointer on the way is good. Jake Wilkins starts off where the Ainsworth Bulldogs left off in the first half. It's now 45-18. Nelson across for Wagner. Guarded by McLeod. Franzen on the left wing. Conroy top of the key. Inside for Nelson. In the lane, turnaround jumper. That won't go. Pulled down by Martin. Ahead to Delamont. Back to Martin. Swing it to McLeod. Three-pointer top of the key. Rattles that one home. And Luke McLeod has 5 on the day. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter. It's a 30-point game. It's 48-18. Schwarting throws that one away, trying to get it to Jared Nelson. Turnover on the Mustangs. And quickly up the floor comes Hunter Martin. Wilkins, Delamont, top of the key, three-pointer, that's good. Folks, these kids just don't miss. 51-18. 6:10 left to go, third quarter. The Ainsworth Bulldogs putting on a shooting clinic here this afternoon. Ben Wagner swings it across for Nelson. That's Franzen, steps back behind the arc, can't get it to go. Rebound Schwarting, kicks it out for Nelson, three-pointer. Nothing but net that time for Jared Nelson. 51-21. Delamont for three. Answers it right back. It's raining threes here in Ainsworth. 5:34 to go. Timeout on the floor called by the Mustangs. It's 54-21. Ainsworth in command.
It's an icon, the most popular sports car in America. It is the Ford Mustang, and it's available at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. This 310 horsepower turbocharged beauty comes with all the bells and whistles, and it's sure to turn heads wherever you go. The selectable driving modes allow you to choose between sport, track, snow and wet, or normal conditions. With an awesome sound system, this Mustang is ready to roll down the highway at 32 miles per gallon. Test drive the iconic Ford Mustang at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Oh, 5:34 to go in the third quarter. Coach Nelson trying to get his young Mustang squad with their feet back under them again. They trail by 23. It's 54-21 as we work our way through the third quarter. Franzen gets it into Schwarting, and we're back underway. Schwarting brings it up the right side, taking his time. Now he's picked up his dribble, gets it to Jared Nelson. Nelson, spin move. Franzen for three from the corner. That's short. And out of bounds off of Rhett Conroy. No, they're going to say that was off Ainsworth. And so a whole host of Ainsworth Bulldogs now into the game, getting some young players in. Zach Welch, Peyton Allen, and Ben Allen into the game now for Ainsworth. Nelson up top for Schwarting. They'll set it up with 5:10 to go. Underneath for Rhett Conroy. Good look that time. Rhett turnaround jumper and puts that one in. Rhett with his first 2 points of the day, 54-23. Martin comes up short on that three-point attempt. Schwarting back behind the defense. Double clutch, puts it in for two. Ryan Schwarting, 54-25. So the Mustangs starting to get a little traction coming out of that timeout. Welch inside for Allen. That is Ben Allen that time. And Ben Allen on the board with two, 56-25. So the Mustangs starting to get some points on the board. They've got to play some defense on the other end. They get it outside for Schwarting. Three-pointer on the way. That one's off no good. And gathered up by by Brad Franzen. Thought he was going to bank it off of a Bulldog, and instead couldn't get it done. That shot no good, and Schwarting back the other way. And we're going to get a reach-in foul. We're going to get that on Martin, and that is his first foul of the afternoon. First team foul of the second half for Ainsworth. 4:11 to go, 56-25 is the score. Ainsworth with the commanding lead. Wyatt Rosane checks in, as does Corby Campbell. Schwarting all the way to the hoop, count the basket, and a free throw. They're going to call that one on Ben Allen, and that is his first. And so Ryan Schwarting with a chance for the conventional three-point play. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Martin. 4 minutes left to go, halfway through the third quarter. Good look that time, finds Ben Allen all by himself for the easy layup. It's now 58-27. Schwarting tries to get the pick from Conroy. Now Nelson out top. Corby Campbell drives in, kicks it out for Rosane. Now Schwarting. And a dangerous pass that time. Corby Campbell, and he was trying to get it to Nelson. Instead, he's over at the bench. Doubled over in pain, sails over his head. He'll head to the bench. And Brad Franzen comes in after the turnover for the Mustangs to replace Jared Nelson. 3:22, 58-27 is the score here in the third quarter. Martin tries to get it to Ben Allen again. I think that's Welch, step back for three, and he nails it. Zach Welch that time. Three-pointer makes it 61-27. Everybody getting into the act from long distance for Ainsworth here this afternoon. Campbell, left wing, or right wing, excuse me, tries to get it inside to Franzen. It's going to be off Delamont, out of bounds. Mustang basketball, as now Jaden Philbin comes in. He's going to take the place of Peyton Allen. So liberal substitutions by the Bulldogs. Three-pointer on the way for Schwarting. No good. Pulled down by Ben Allen. Delamont brings it up the floor with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Cross court. Leaves it for Allen. Martin drives baseline. Flips it outside. Up top for Welch. Three-pointer, that one won't go, but he gets the long rebound. Now trapped down on the baseline. That one's out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Now Dusty Warden comes into the game. He's going to take the place of Ben Allen. Ben Wagner going to check in, and he's going to come in for Rhett Conroy. Now Jared Nelson, he's ready to come back in, and Ryan Schwarting going to get a little bit of a breather with 2:24 left to go in the third quarter. Fast-paced action. Both teams wanting to get up and down the floor in a hurry. Nelson sets it up for the Mustangs. Wyatt Rosane on the wing. Corby Campbell, top of the key. Nelson, free throw line, drives into the lane, kicks it out. Free throw line jumper for Corby Campbell. Back iron, no good. And rebounded that time by Jaden Philbin. He'll bring it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Gets it to Martin. Delamont drives in. Leaves it down low. Nice look. Good pass. And the conversion by Dusty Warden. And another timeout called by the Mustangs. 1:47 left to go in the third quarter, and it's 63-27. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. And Buck and the gang at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. It's the season for Christmas decorations, and they've got those too. Stop in and see them at Gordon True Value in downtown Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance. Stop in at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Back to basketball action. Jared Nelson going to switch places with Bradley Franzen. Franzen on the wing, wants to go inside. Now they'll swing it back around as now Ainsworth working out of the zone. Corby Campbell for three. That one won't go. Rebound Delamont. Gets it ahead. Shot up, and the layup is good. That's two more for Dusty Warden that time. The 6'4 junior makes it 65-27. Nelson goes right side for Franzen. Working against this 2-3 zone. Franzen. Skip pass across to Rosane. Three-pointer up off the back iron. Pulled down by Martin. It's a foot race to the other end. Martin lays it off glass. Good for two more. That's his first 2 points of the second half. Makes it 67-27. We're under a minute left to go in the third quarter. They go inside for Ben Wagner. Kicks it back out for Franzen. Three-pointer on the way. That one's no good. Saved by Martin. Saves it in. They'll get it ahead to Martin now. In the corner. Delamont for three. Off, no good. Tipped out of bounds. And they're going to say it stays with, now they're going to say Mustang basketball. Now Martin going to take a seat. And the clock kept running on the whistle there. Now continues to run. And I need to be brushed up. I think we've got a 40-point rule here in basketball. We're under 10 to go, 67-27 with the clock just running. Nelson has his shot blocked, and time runs out on the third quarter. Mustangs on the short end of this one, 67-27 after three quarters.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate, look no further than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516 and she'll get you into the house of your dreams. You can stop by and see her at 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Ready to get the fourth quarter underway. 67-27 is the score. As now fresh faces in the game again as Martin kicks it out for McLeod. Three-pointer on the way. That won't go. And these Ainsworth Bulldogs know one speed, and that is full speed ahead 100% of the time. Still shooting three-pointers. Battle for that one. Out of bounds, that's going to stay with the Mustangs. Delamont and Rosane tangled up down there, and it goes off Delamont. They'll get it into Jared Nelson. Rosane on the wing. Early going of the fourth quarter. Rosane working against this zone as Martin gets a hand in there. Schwarting back up top for Nelson. Rosane inside, free throw line. Campbell kicks it out to Schwarting, leaves it for Campbell. His shot off glass, and good. So some quality minutes this afternoon for Corby Campbell, the freshman, getting it done. That three-pointer on the way. That is Wilkins for another three-pointer. 70-29 now with under 7 to go in the fourth quarter. Rosane, now they've switched to a 1-3-1 zone. Finds Rosane flash into the basket, but he can't convert on it, and back the other way. They kick it out, swing it around. Delamont's going to reset it. He'll dribble back to his right. Down the right side, switches hands, drives to the free throw line, kicks it out for Martin for three. In and out, no good. Not quite as hot as he was in the first half is Hunter Martin. Jared Nelson lost the handle, got it back as Delamont went sprawling across the floor trying to get it. Three-pointer on the way from Ryan Schwarting is good. 70-32. 6 minutes left to go. As that's Harthorn driving to the basket. He's going to get the bucket, and he'll have a free throw. They're going to call that foul on Wyatt Rosane. That is his first. And only the third foul that's been called in this second half. Ainsworth with 2 fouls and just one for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. As Martin takes a seat, probably done for the afternoon as Harthorn misses the free throw, but Delamont comes away with it, pulls up for three. That's off the front of the rim, no good. And Ryan Schwarting grabs it, being hounded by Delamont now. Schwarting gets it ahead to Nelson from the wing. Three-pointer, that one is good. Second three-pointer of the second half for Jared Nelson. As we wind down towards 5 minutes left in the game. 72-35 is the score. Delamont on the wing, guarded by Nelson. Harthorn for three. Offensive rebound and the putback that time. That's Josh Finley with his first 2 points of the afternoon. 74-35, 4:40 left to go in the game. Nelson, three-pointer, rattles that one home. He's got another one. 9 second half points and 14 in the game now for Jared Nelson. Collision there as the pace of this game is just frenetic here. 4:24 to go, 76-38. 4:15 to go, three-pointer on the way. That one's off the back iron, no good. Scramble on the floor, nobody can come up with it. Now we're going to have a held ball. And the possession arrow is going the Mustangs' way as Harthorn comes out and Delamont also takes a seat. Delamont probably finishes his day with 14 points. Under 4 to go, 76-38. Corby Campbell up top for Nelson. Wanted the three. Now he'll take it. That one's no good. Rhett Conroy there for the rebound. The putback. Good tough work inside that time by Rhett Conroy. He's got 4 on the afternoon. Doing rough duty down inside for the Mustangs this afternoon. Welch on the wing, kicks it up top. That's Finley. Finley to Philbin. Philbin drives in, puts that one up off the glass, and good. That's Philbin's first 2 points of the afternoon, makes it 78-40 as we wind down towards 3 minutes left to go. Schwarting kicks across for Jared Nelson. Now they're back in a 2-3 zone. Inside for Conroy. He finds Corby Campbell. Off balance shot, and he gets it to go. 10 for Corby Campbell on the afternoon. Nearly lost it that time. Inside. Good tough move that time. They'll get it back. And finally Corby Campbell swung that arm one too many times. Now they're going to give it to Rhett Conroy. They're going to give that foul to Conroy, and that will put Dusty Warden at the line for 2 free throws. 78-42 as the running clock works its way down to 2 minutes here, as that first free throw is no good for Warden. And now we'll have Trace Bagan, Sean Combs, and Ethan Yanni all come into the game for the Mustangs, along with Brady Bolender. So going to give these young kids a chance to get some varsity playing time here, as this one's pretty well done. 1:35 left to go. 79-42 is the score. Bagan on the wing. They swing it around, try to get it to Sean Combs, and a little bit beyond his reach as Brady Bolander made that pass. 1:20 left to go. And Philbin brings it up the floor for Ainsworth. Philbin inside. Shot up and good. That's Matt Kovar with the basket, and he'll get a chance at a three-point play, as this may just run the clock out as we're under a minute. He's got one free throw coming. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Corby Campbell. Hits the floor. Ball comes loose. And back the other way comes Philbin. Shot up. That three-pointer no good. Tipped around out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball as we're under 30 seconds. Clock running. 81-42 is the score. Trace Bagan. Pass tipped. Bolander across to Combs. Up top for Bolander. Swing it back around for Bagan. Inside for Ethan Yanni. Shot up. No good. He's fouled. And Ethan Yanni will have two free throws coming, and that will close it out. And will they let him shoot the free throws? Yes, it looks like they will. 81-42. No time on the clock. Ethan Yanni's first free throw is good, and so Ethan gets on the board here this afternoon. And the second free throw is also good, and that'll end the game. Final score, 81-44. Folks, thanks very much for joining us here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2014. We'll step aside, we'll do a little math work and come up with some point totals for you, unofficially, of course, as we get ready to wrap this one up from Ainsworth. Mustangs come out on the short end of this one this afternoon, 81-44. Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides and Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides and Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game, and when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. So let's take a look at the final scoring totals for the Mustangs. They did get three players into double digits. Jared Nelson led the way with 14 points. Ryan Schwarting had 13 and Corby Campbell with 10. Rhett Conroy finished with 4 and Ben Wagner had 1. For the Bulldogs in the winning effort, Hunter Martin with 21 points. Only 2 of those came in the second half, as he absolutely could not miss in the first half. 21 points for Hunter Martin to lead the way. Jake Wilkins added 15 and Brady Delamont with 14. And then as we go down the line, Austin Harthorn with 4, Zach Welch with 3, Matt Kovar with 4, Dusty Warden with 7, Josh Finley with 2, Luke McLeod with 5, and Ben Allen with 4, as a whole lot of players got into the act for the Ainsworth Bulldogs this afternoon. So the final score, 81-44. If you missed the girls' action earlier, the Mustangs fell to the Bulldogs by a final score of 68-47. Thanks again for joining us. Glad to bring this to you this afternoon. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night when the Mustangs will host the Hyannis Longhorns in Gordon. We'll be there to bring that action to you. And so until then, this is Clint Anderson Clint Anderson, can't even say my own name, saying thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.